Hello students, this is your physics teacher Sandeep Tiwari. Today we will study measurement of mass. So in this topic you already understand what is kg. Kg is the standard SI unit, international unit of mass. Okay, so kg you all know 1 kilogram. Now kg is a very big unit. Okay, suppose you go to buy 1 kg of mangoes, so you get a lot of mangoes. But if we talk about atomic level, at the atomic level, okay, atom is very small, and inside an atom we have electrons and protons, and they are even more small. Now if you want to measure the mass of atoms, electrons or protons, then kg is a very big unit, so we need a smaller unit. Okay, we cannot measure the mass of atoms in kgs, so we need a smaller unit. So such unit is unified atomic mass unit. Atomic mass, as the name suggests, it is unified atomic mass unit. So it is used, this unit is for very small quantities. Okay, so it is written as U, 1 U, atomic mass unit, or U. So 1 U is equal to 1/12 of the mass of one carbon atom. So a carbon atom is very small, so we are doing 1/12 of the mass of a carbon atom. So it comes out as this much. So this is 1 U. 1 U is equal to 1.66 into 10 raised to minus 27 kg. So this is a very small unit. Now inertial mass. So this is mass of atoms and very small quantities. Now one thing is inertial mass. It is a characteristic of a body that determines its response to an external force. So suppose this is a pen and I apply some force on it. Okay, so what will happen? It will get some acceleration. So it is static, I applied some force on it, it got some acceleration. So the inertial mass, inertia, as you all know, it is the resistance to change in motion. Okay, so inertial mass of a body tells us what will be the response to an external force. So if in place of this pen I had a big stone piece and I apply some force, so it will not move. So inertia defines the response to external force. Similarly, inertial mass. So suppose you are applying some force and you get some acceleration, then the ratio will be the inertial mass. So mass can be either inertial mass or mass can be gravitational mass. Now inertial mass, as we said, it gives the response to a force. Now gravitational mass, it is that characteristic that appears in Newton's law of gravitation. So suppose Newton's law of gravitation, in that you have force as Gmm over r square, that will be the force between earth and a body. Suppose a body has mass m and the earth has mass m, then this is the relation that you all know. So from here, this part, this is because of this only a body is being attracted by the gravitational force of the earth. Okay, so this characteristics defines gravitational force. Gravitational force is defined by this characteristic. So suppose you know the force working on a body by the earth, the distance between earth and the body, the gravitational constant and the mass of the earth. Then if you keep these values here, you will get the gravitational mass. So gravitational mass defines the gravitational interaction between earth and the body. Okay, so inertial mass and gravitational mass. So that's all in this topic.